start to see what both of these guys are going to go for. And again, we're already seeing the pick from Robin coming out from the side of Blah. And Ken pick coming out from the side of Omega as we get started. And I would like to say that they are good to go. And everyone is good to go. Let's get started with this game in round 3. We're getting so ready. What's up with the emotes down there? What's going on, Blaze? Yoshi, glad to have you in here with us. As we get right started, already catching that Hadouken. Kid coming from the Street Fighter franchise, very, very, very aware of the circle that we have going on here, or the triangle, so to speak, whatever you like to call it. Kid, personally, I would put that aggro up to a 3. I would also put that zone up to a 3. But for whiff, that's a 4, baby. Them boys hit hard, and they're ready to hit hard anytime they get that read on you. So a bit of a stronger character coming in here on the side of, oh my goodness, almost collected a kill. That was true Shoryu, by the way. My man's is here to play, but not to play any games. Only here to play this man. Oh my goodness, do you see this man going for the sauce already? He on stream, trying to put out a show coming out from the side of Omega. Look at that killer face. Again, and that's a part of the reason why I put those boys at 4 for that whiff punish. Because if you catch any of those, that boy gets to read one time. That is a cleaned up stock automatically. That's a true Shoryu. You never want to catch one of them. And again, as we see that true Shoryu collect that stock, welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody here to AB Fight Night, the best local in California. So glad to have everybody here supporting us as we get into the coverage of this round 3 game between Rubik and OmegaZ. Omega got to get back on the stage, but that's a setup, something that you only know if you've been hit by it a couple of times. That setup right there, the only option that you have available is fall down or even stall on legs. But I'm pretty sure that the arc fires here will be able to catch you off ledge as well. That's going to be trying, not quite connecting with the punish for that whiff move, but catching the left sword neutral air, catching them. And again, that is the setup. You throw out the arc fire and you cover almost every single option except in some situations jump, and in most situations fall down. Got the Arc Thunder, and we're going to see that setup coming out from the side. Not able to get it, but did have the Arc Thunder. You always want to try to get the Zoran, and he's going to have it in this situation. But that is only that powerful situation in option select that Robin has only comes out from the side of him if, and big if, he has your opponent recovering low. So you always want to try to recover a little bit higher against Robin to try to stay away from that setup. But again, that does not mean Robin does not have setups to cover that as well. They are just a little weaker than that strong setup with the Arc Fire and the Zoran. As he whiffs and was not able to collect, catches the sword. Oh, not getting the read that he was looking for on that L Thunder. Would have been very, very, very taxing, sending him all the way across the stage. And now whiffing that, we're starting to see, again, this is all whiff. This is all whiff playstyle at its finest. You really need to try to get that call out on your opponent and punish them as hard as you can with these characters right here. Again, I think he was going for a spot dodge reach, if I'm not mistaken. Again, go for it again. OmegaZ is a whiff player himself, trying to call out the options that Robin will pick and punish it as hard as he can. Not going to be able to collect it, but that Zora will definitely be able to collect it. Going for the Arc Fire. Robin able to collect that game. Excellent, excellent stuff coming out from the side of Rubik. Just not being able to clearly fulfill the side of whiff to his maximum potential. And because of the strong zone tools that Robin have, he was able to keep him out of the side of whiff. Looking for certain things isn't going to be able to work if you're being zoned out the entire time. You got to be able to punish that and whiff punish effectively, but because their projectiles, it's a little bit harder to do that, and that is why this is a harder matchup coming out from the side of Kid. Just because you have the better character does not mean you always have the better game. You still have to play the game no matter what, and that's why fighting games like this are always so damn exciting. Catching the L Thunder, getting that sick reset, almost misspacing that, but he had to we're all there with him. Catching that Hadouken, saying, get that out of here. My zoning tools are way better than yours. And again, just sticking to the zone playstyle, mixing up a little bit of whiff every once in a while, but again, sticking mainly to the zone playstyle, especially going up against someone like Ken. You don't want to play whiff against a whiff character. Obviously, play the thing that is harder for them to go with, and that is aggro. And using a little bit of aggro playstyle with, I'm telling you, a little bit of aggro playstyle going into the side of Robin with these zoning materials as well. But again, we're seeing primarily sticking to zone, but also doing a great job as mixing up the other options. That option right there to throw out arc fire, that is considered a part of the zoning playstyle, and then that the option to jump forward with the sword attack is more aggro. Possibly even whip as well. It's a little bit of a gray area right there. And again, not having enough magic to go for the setup right there, but we saw it. We saw the whip on the Thoron. That is the setup that you always want to go for if you see your opponent going low with Robin. Catching him with the sword. Again, an aggro option that was not seen on the side of OmegaZ. Oh my goodness, going down there. Again, going for this whiff playstyle and going as hard as he can with it, sitting at 137%. Now at 150 max range, but will die to that back air. Again, this is a place that you want to be in every single time you get hit by one of those whip callouts. You're going to eat it hard, and this is a terrible situation that you want to be in. And he's going to be able to collect that spike for his troubles and also collect that stock. Very, very unfortunate coming out from the side of OmegaZ. And he's just not, honestly, he's sticking a little bit too much to the whip playstyle, which is kind of not his fault seeing the pick that he has, but I would like to see a little bit more zone. Obviously, Robin has the better tools, so you want to stick to it, and he has to kind of stick hardcore to the whip playstyle, but he's not even trying aggro, he's not trying zone, he's being a little bit too predictable with his playstyle, kind of a one-trick pony, so to speak. He has the one style that he's playing, and he's sticking to that, even after seeing it not work throughout all of Game 1 and most of Game 2. You gotta be able to adjust, man. You gotta be able to adjust. And if you don't, you're gonna find yourself in situations like this. But again, not out of it yet. Just he can make this adjustment at any time, and that's why humans are amazing. We are the best computers that you will ever fight. Somebody that's constantly adjusting on the fly during it all. Almost catching that back air. Very aggro playstyle right there. That didn't look like he whipped that. It looked like he threw it out in response. Yeah, going for that's a very whiff thing to go for, but things are only good if they don't see them coming, and that is where the mix-ups lie. Right now, there's no mix-up coming out from the side of Omega. We already know he's trying to look for that Shoryu. He's just going for it over and over and over again, almost at max range. Shoryu almost failed, and then going for the exact same spike that hasn't worked and getting killed the exact same way. Get this man off stream. Get this man off stream. We're done.
A good tactician.
Excellent work coming out from the side of Rubik, being able to define that match and really was able to control the pace of the match the entire time. It's just very unfortunate things coming out from the side of Omega. You got to be able to make those adjustments, man. It's all about who makes the most adjustments. That's who will win these games. And coming out from the side of OmegaZ, he just was not able to make the right amount of adjustments in time.